Hi people, Seek the Visceral here, aka Jesse. Lovely to see you all. Amy, Chikamumu. I did not jump on the bandwagon to say hope you feel better because I sang you a song. No, I'm not going to sing you. I've sung you a song in the past, and it was glorious. But hey, you are my one of my YouTube pimps. So, hope you feel better, girl. Saturday, August the 15th. It is officially 6 weeks since I've had a cigarette. I want to set something on fire. I had something happen to me at work today, and it really disturbed me. Let's start with a hypothetical question. When are you supposed to pick your paycheck over your fellow man? The place I'm employed at, I was working at last night. And outside of this establishment, I nearly tripped over a girl, young woman. Outside, passed out. The way she was laying, with her head lulled to the side, and her arms in the leg, at first glance scared the shit out of me. Thought, my God, I'm looking at a dead woman. And after like 2 seconds, I could see her chest rising and falling. I was like, oh fuck, okay, thank you. Good, she's not dead. I checked her pulse. Kinda had to smack her face a little bit. Ma'am, are you okay? Nothing. I tried to pick her up to bring her inside. I couldn't do it. I'm not that strong in my arms. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. I called my boss. I had to leave her there to go get the phone, call my boss, say, hello boss, we've got a girl that's probably really drunk and passed out. She's like, call the police, don't move her. I said, why not? Because we don't want to be liable for what happens if we move her. Don't touch her, don't get involved. Why? I was liable from the moment I saw her. I didn't know if she was a customer. I didn't know if she was a bum. I didn't care. She was a person in a very vulnerable state. Her belongings were in a plastic bag right beside her. And had I not gone outside, she would have been robbed, raped, stripped down, kidnapped, or killed. Who knows? Something bad could have happened. I'm liable. And if I had more guts, I would have told my boss to fuck off. Take me off my shift right now and get someone else to fill in. Because if you don't want to be liable, then I will. This will not affect my place of employment. I will be off work. But wishful thinking doesn't always help. Called the cops, suggested that they get their ass down here to get an ambulance, although I figured it wasn't anything else. I figured it was just alcohol. A fire truck, an ambulance, and 3 police cars came, which I thought was nice. But nobody told me anything. I was told to go back inside the building. Nobody told me anything. Now, if you're in the field of medicine, these things are not going to upset you. If you work in a bad neighborhood, these things should not upset you because they're commonplace and you learn to deal with it like that. Alright? You just roll with it. Bad things happen, alright. Let's make sure they don't happen again. You know. You work with the environment you're presented with. And if you're good at it, you can change it. But I can't change it right now. And I had to pick my paycheck over helping this woman. By the way, it didn't matter if she was a woman, if she was a hermaphrodite, if she were a 600-pound man. This was a person who was passed out outside at 3 in the morning. That person needs help. If, at the very least, I should have been able to pick her ass up and bring her inside before anything else happened. I know, you're not supposed to move anybody, you're not supposed to touch them because then the establishment would be liable if she had gotten a concussion or if it were any other form of drug, yada yada yada. The girl was just passed out, alright? I've been in college, I've seen people passed out. I know what it looks like. I've seen people passed out on things other than alcohol, if you follow. Alright? This girl was just drunk out of her mind. The indifference makes me want to scream. That's horrible. And I kept thinking, what if that had been me? Not because it was a woman, because it was a person. So what can we learn from this charming little story? Your boss is not always right. You don't want to get sued, you don't want to be held responsible, fuck you. People come first. And if we can't realize that, or if we haven't realized that by now, it's time to just shake the world by the shoulders and say, wake the fuck up. Nobody deserves to be left outside, passed out, and vulnerable. Luckily, she was taken to the hospital. They didn't tell me anything else. They didn't tell me her name. They didn't tell me what had happened. A woman with a pulse. That's all I knew.